Swagg Dinero.
What's up, bro?
Welcome to Vlad TV.
Thank you.
So, is it your first time here?
Mm-hmm.
So let's start in the beginning. You grew up in Chicago.
Born in Chicago.
What part?
I was South Darren, Trumbull Park to be specific.
Okay. And your brother is Lil Jojo.
Mm-hmm.
Older or younger brother?
That's my younger brother.
Okay. How much older are you than him?
I'm born in January, born in April, so like 3 months.
3 months. Oh, so different parents.
Different
Fathers?
mothers.
Different mothers.
Yeah.
Okay. So did you guys grow up in the same households or different households?
We grew up real close. We grew up technically in separate households, but we did live together. Period of time. But early, in our upcoming, Pops got locked up like 8 months, so he was probably like 5 months. You know what I'm saying? Coming up, we ain't really had no father, I guess you could say. So that's why we were so close. Some stuff you can't talk to moms about, or moms ain't gonna be cool with you doing. So that's how we clicked so good. My mom always made sure she drove out, pick them up, keep them with us for the weekend. Or, we was sneaking out and getting to each other until we got old enough to stop sneaking or whatever. But yeah, he lived with me for probably about 2 years.
Okay.
This is around the time my mother moved us up north to the suburbs, you know what I'm saying? To be honest, I'm telling him like, man, you going a bad way, come live with us. That's when he lived with us for like 2 years. And then that shit happened, all that stuff happened real close.
And we'll talk about that. So you guys share a father. And how old were you when your dad got locked up?
Like 8 months.
Oh, you were a baby.
Yeah, he got out on my 14th birthday at my birthday party. He walked in the birthday party. Like that was crazy.
So for 13 years he was locked up.
Yeah.
Do you know what he went in for?
Yeah, he went in for attempt. It was an attempt.
Attempted murder. Yeah.
He basically said like a situation. He used to tell me when I was on the phone when I was real young. I just remember. He said when you get older you'll understand like you got to get some people before they get you. You know what I'm saying? Like, He was basically saying he wanted to stick around for us, like be alive, basically.
Okay.
Trying to justify what he did.
He got convicted. He got 13 years. And during those 13 years, were you in contact a lot with him? Or?
Yeah. Still go visit him every year.
But only once a year, though?
Yeah, that's my only memory, though. Like, I was telling my homie, like, when he walked in, we was thinking about the day. Like, it was crazy being around him without no police or, like, no monitors. You know what I'm saying? He walked in the birthday party. That was the craziest thing ever to me, man. So me and JoJo was real happy from 14 to 15, man. We had all the new J's. Like, man, life was crazy, bro. This dude pulling up in a Charger. You looking up to this fool. This fool get locked up when we 15. He just got a 22-year sentence. So he in the Fed right now.
So after 1 year being out, he gets an even bigger sentence.
Yeah.
Well, what did he get a second sentence for?
Drugs.
Drugs. Okay, then he had priors, so they threw the book at him.
He got caught a lot of drugs too, though.
Okay.
Probably just trying to catch up for all the time he missed. That's one of the biggest mistakes you can make coming out of prison.
When he got out, like, you guys started getting real close again?
Real close, man. He even whooped my ass. You know what I'm saying? Worst ass whooping I ever had, bro.
For doing what?
I took a movie called Rise. You remember the movie called Rise? It was Crumpin' in Cali. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Me and JoJo, we liked that movie. So one day, like, I ain't steal it, but I took it. I used to have TVs on the back of the seat. I remember that too. Used to be back there watching. One day I took it, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Man, he took that as I stole from him. Man, he whooped me, bro. So through that year, we went through it all. He spoiled us, took care of us, we built. He also whooped us. Shoot, it was like Pop's home, you know what I'm saying?
Did he have other kids as well?
Yeah, we got a sister too. It's me, JoJo, and my sister. I'm born in January. JoJo born in April. My sister born in May. Yeah, he wild.
It's called, what's that term? Irish twins.
Man, triplets, Irish triplets.
Irish triplets, yeah.
So yeah, we always was close. Like, he was locked up, but we all stayed in contact. Stayed, connected.
Okay. So he goes back in. Did you guys go to the trial and everything else like that when he was going through that?
Yeah, I remember all that. I remember the day he got locked back up. I was like I said, 14, so I would get older, you know what I'm saying? Knowing what's going on a little more. I went to the trial, we went and everything. Like, that shit was crazy. They gave him 22 years.
When you heard that sentence, how did you feel?
Like, damn, he gone again, Like, everything was just getting good, bro. Like, everything was just getting good.
That's tough, man. That's tough to get your
I just did some time, too. So he in the feds, I'm in the feds. it was a tough time for my mother recently. You know, I've been home probably like 1 year now.
Okay.
Yeah, so we was both in the same time.
How did your brother take it when your dad got locked back up?
Same like me, sitting right next to me, sure. We just looked at each other, you know. We really the same people, bro.
Yeah.
Really was the same person, you know what I'm saying? We really don't have to talk too much. We just look at each other, kind of know. It was weird, like a weird connection.
Yeah.
Real similar. But I know what he was thinking, like, same thing I was thinking, like, damn, it was just getting good, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, this dude was buying us J's, bro. Every week, Saturday, pick us up faithfully. Brand new J. Like, that shit was crazy, bro. We're not used to that at all. You know, single mothers is probably, you know, it's rough.
Yeah. No, I feel you.
He came home doing his thing, though.
So your dad gets locked back up. Now you and your brother are both 15. Now, did you look at what your dad did and say, okay, this is what I'm not going to do? Or did you look at him and say, fuck it, I'm going to follow his footsteps?
For real, that's probably why I ain't so big into selling drugs, you know what I'm saying? I probably could be going crazy, like, be very, very rich, but shit, in the back of my mind, I ain't gonna say it just because of him, but in the back of my mind, that's definitely a reason why I ain't. I'm just trying to stay clean for it, you know?
Okay. What about your brother?
And he ain't sell no drugs or nothing, he just like, Jojo, Jojo ain't sell no drugs, man. Jojo just like, man, like I said, like me just be chilling, bro. We smoke weed as a kid.
Right. But Jojo was starting to get involved in the gang shit.
Oh yeah, Jojo was very active in the community, bro. That's what I'm saying. He wasn't selling no drugs, he's just active.
Okay, and what gang was it?
Brick Squad, we Brick Squad.
Okay, and that's Black Disciple?
No.
Gangster Disciple. Okay. So you guys are both in the Gangster Disciples.
Yeah.
And when you talk about that type of situation, you know, you now lump yourself with a group of people who have a group of enemies, who have people that they'll get along with them and stuff like that.
I don't want to say I always would like, see like the way you just said that made me think like, okay, since we was young, you know, uncle, pops, just, you know, older males, everybody GD, you know what I'm saying?
Everyone's GD.
So before we was even really gangbang, we was really, I remember being bad as, I remember my mom whooped me and JoJo ass because we had the Polaroid camera. One day she walked in, she thought all the pictures we took, we in that gangbang, bad as hell, whooped our ass. So like before, like you saying that made me realize, nigga, I've been gangbanging really longer than I realized.
Well, why'd you get into it initially?
It's like I said, it was the culture, like my family, everybody GD, like even my aunties gangbang.
Huh.
Like everybody gangbang, uncles, aunties. I ain't gonna say my grandma gangbang. And my mom was really the good one out the family, you know what I'm saying? That went to school and stuff, so she ain't really gangbang. But all the rest 6 of her brothers and sisters, all the people who was older around me, they was gangbanging early, like early.
Well, how did your dad take to all that?
I don't know. I don't really know. You know what I'm saying?
You never had a conversation with him about
I
it?
had lots of conversations with him. I think, man, me and my brother, bro, we had to learn a lot of stuff on our own. Do you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. There's a lot of stuff that a man's supposed to teach his son that you can't learn unless you go through it. So sometimes the pops can kind of prevent that and teach you, you know what I'm saying? We went through all that stuff. We hit all them potholes. Nobody was there to cover them potholes. So he really don't really be trying to like tell us what to do or nothing like that. He be just trying to keep the relationship cool. Cause I used to be mad at him, bro, for steady leaving us, you know what I'm saying?
I bet.
My sister used to be like, you talk to your dad, like he was getting there to that point. Like she didn't want to claim him no more. So at that point, he was just trying to basically keep us from looking at him crazy, you know, for steady getting locked up.
You guys are growing up. You're 15, your dad goes back in. 16, 17. Did you guys start getting into hip hop around that time?
To be honest, bro, I've been rapping since like my freshman year, like 8th grade freshman year, I've been rapping, you know? For real, JoJo, Smiles, you know who Smiles is? Smiles passed away. Okay, Smiles is like he's the producer, so he the one who brought us in the studio. He the one that was doing music early too. Jojo used to be telling Smiles, like, Smiles, bro, make me and my brother, you know, my brother cold as hell, he be rapping and shit. You know, Jojo really wasn't rapping and shit at first. So, for real, we start rapping. To be honest with you, like, this I'm gonna show you how much this boy was active. He ain't really want to rap until he heard Lil Durk's song, that L's Anthem. Cause we heard it on the radio, like we driving, you know. It was me and him. I remember we driving. Boom. He said, Brick Squad. We say fuck 'em. Like this on the radio, fool. You know what I'm saying? You ran. You talking about fuck us on the radio? Man, he went crazy, fool. He ain't like that. He said, you heard that, bro? Hell no, we finna go crazy. That's it. After that, shoot, he was going crazy, bro. First he made the BDK because he felt like basically the man dissed us on the national or on the radio, you know what I'm saying? So he wanted to diss them on the largest scale possible. It was a lot of people in his ear telling him do it, don't do it. I told fool do what he want, you know? Cause he would tell me the same thing.
Okay, and then, I mean, BDK came out in 2012. What happened when that song dropped?
Hood went crazy. Hood was going crazy. Everybody who's BDK was coming out the woodworks, like, we BDK too, you know? Like the city was just dividing. Fast too, bro.
Right, and this was kind of one of the first kind of like banging on wax kind of songs to come out of Chicago. I mean, I'm sure it happened before, but this, I felt like it kind of took it to a different level.
This is the biggest banging on wax ever in history. Still.
Yeah. So the city started to go crazy over this.
Yeah. It just became like the street stuff started getting really infused with the music. You know what I'm saying? And like the music was influencing the streets too.
Okay. How were you taking it when this came out?
Okay, so let me give you some background on myself. From freshman year to like senior year, you know, I lived up north in the suburbs, nice area. So I met fool, good school. I was going to playing basketball. I still good grades. I'm smart. I ain't done, but okay, hanging out with bro, everything was good. I'm still trying to lead him the right way. I'm rapping. When he died, bro, all that shit went out the window, bro. Like a whole new me came out, my bro. Like I ain't want to do nothing but make people feel what I felt. It was the craziest pain ever, bro. I didn't care about college, bro. I was supposed to go to college, bro. I went to jail. From Jojo burial, like bury him, put the flower on him, pulled off. It was me and Billy in the car. Duck was with me too, LPG Duck. Boom, we hop out the whip in the gas station, cross the street from the burial, bro. Police smacked the gas station, like 20 deep cars, bro. I go to jail. Me and Billy, well, Billy ain't snitch on me. They found the gun or whatever. They like, who gun? You know what I'm saying? Nobody said nothing. Me and Billy went to jail from the burial, bro. From the burial to jail. And man, my motherfucking life just went like,
Okay.
It got real, fool.
Well, Jojo dropped the song BDK. Yeah. How old was he at the time?
18.
Okay. And that song, was it directed towards Black disciples in general, or was it really towards Chief Keef?
We don't even into it with Chief Keef. Like the world don't even know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? He from over there. He from 63rd. He from Parkway. He from O Block. We not even into it them. They into it. FBG Duck and Billionaire. That's STL. You know what I'm saying? STL and O Block close to each other. Just like we close to Lamron. We into it with Shorty and them. So everybody be talking about Shorty. He a little ass boy. He don't even have nothing to do, nothing. It's them we into it with. You know what I'm saying? And the only reason they associated because they click. That's why we click with FBG. So it was basically targeted to anybody who was clicked up with them. They on the radio saying Brick Squad, always say fuck them. So really he was shooting back at Shorty and anybody who with him, if that makes sense.
Okay, and Lil Durk was kind of associated with Chief Keef and 300 and everything else like that. So, okay. The song drops, everything starts to go crazy, and then Jojo gets killed.
Yeah, I was with him that day.
You were with him?
I dropped him off, like.
Okay.
Like, that nigga died, like, probably like less than an hour from when I dropped him off.
Okay. So you're hanging out with your brother. Everything going great. You drop him off, and then you get a phone call.
Now my phone died. That's the crazy part.
Okay.
My phone died. I supposed to go meet Unc, Big Unc, and I told you wanna come with me. He said, nah, I'm gonna go shoot dice. He was monster on the dice, fool. Oh, he said, hey, get money? Man, that boy hit dice game, bro. Nigga hit dice game. He's gonna go shoot dice. I'm like, all right. I'm gonna go check on Unc. I'm gonna pull back up and we go up north later. You know what I'm saying? All right, bet. Boom. I pull up on Unc. My phone was dead, though. I remember getting to the shop. It took me like 20 minutes, 30 minutes to get there. Plug my phone up, probably like 10 minutes to turn on. You know what I'm saying? iPhone. Grandma just blowing the phone up. Me and Unc handling business. So I'm like, damn, I let it go like third time. I'm like, damn, what's wrong? Grandma, pick up. You know what I'm saying? Grandma, what's up? John, this you? Yeah, this me. This really you? Like, yeah, this me. Okay, your brother been shot. I was just making sure you okay. I said he been shot. Oh, now the nigga I'm with, Unc, this my dad brother. About biggest influence we got, you know what I'm saying? He do his thing, get money, all that. Me and Jojo always looked up to him. He looked out while Pops was going. I'm with him, so you know what I'm saying? It's trouble. Like, okay, bet. We find out what hospital we at. We thinking it's good, bro. That's why I made a song. Like, I done a couple blunts, thinking my bro good. Like, I'm just smoking on the way there. Like, damn, like it's go time. Got all the bangers in the car. You know what time it is? Boom. On the way to the hospital, called a couple people. He got shot in the hood, so the hood knew before I knew. You know what I'm saying? Obviously. So the hood was there. We pull up. I'm looking around like, why everybody so serious? Like, this shit. Okay. In the back of my mind, I know he good, fool. You know what I'm saying? Doctor come out, he like, man, mother and brother. Like, it was real like the movies, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, damn. He like, yeah. But I bugged up, though. I remember when I finally got him backside, I bugged up. Like, take me to him. Take me to him. You know what I'm saying? Don't take me in no room. Take me to him. So, they lied, bro. To this day, like, I ain't gonna say they lied, but they never took me to him.
Huh.
He took me to the room. He said he got shot in the back once. He got shot once. And that shit traveled and went through both sides of his heart. This dude got shot one time. He wasn't on a bike for the whole world. He wasn't on a bike. You know what I'm saying? He's on feet when he got shot. He got shot one time, fool. And that shit from his back, from far away. And it went through both sides of his heart. It don't make no sense to me.
Now, had he been shot before that situation?
Never.
You? Okay, so you guys never been in any sort of...
Nah.
Were you guys around shootouts though?
Yeah.
Okay, but never actually got hit.
Thank God.
Yeah. So you show up at the hospital, and they wouldn't take you to the room to go see him.
Took us to behind the doors into some little side room where he wanted to talk. But I was bugging up, like, I don't want to talk to you, bro. Take me to my brother, bro. And I kept cutting him off. They like, he's dying, you know what I'm saying? Boy, shit, went crazy, fool. They wouldn't take me to him, bro. Next time I seen that nigga was when you gotta go to the morgue and identify him and shit, you know what I'm saying?
So you actually had to go to the morgue?
Yeah, they don't even do it in person. You just like on a TV screen and shit crazy.
Oh, at the morgue? Okay, so you actually got to go to the morgue and see...
Yeah, I had to do all this, bro.
I mean, did you start to break down at this point?
To be honest with you, bro, when dude finished his sentence and then I said take me to him and he said he's gone already, there's nothing else to talk about. I left out here, I was crying like a motherfucker shit, but I wasn't like sad and was mad crying. You know, I looked at Unc, man, and we left. We hopped and we went and we did what we did that night and shit. Yeah. That spiraled me down, bro. I already know, like, I got a lot of things going on with myself.
There was I guess you and your mother was on TV at one point?
That's Jojo mama, Robin.
Yeah, Jojo's mom.
Yeah, let's talk about that.
Yeah. So you and Jojo's mom go on TV, and I guess you say that you felt that Chief Keef was responsible for it?
I definitely didn't say nothing like that because that don't even sound right. Like I'm telling you.
But this was, for some reason, this came up.
This is what's going on.
Okay.
And I'm glad that you saying it because that's how the world perceives it.
All right, so explain it.
Swagg Dinero snitching on BET. It's funny to me because, like, that's the one thing that I feel helped me back from a lot of things because a lot of people just go off of gossip a lot, you know? So without even doing their own research, they might think I told on somebody because when you hear that, it's crazy. The man said, who you think responsible for killing your son? She said, shorty name. If you watch the video, bro, that was so crazy to me. I just sit there like, damn. Because I know what's going on. You don't say nobody's name like that. But she's a mother, bro, at the end of the day. And I had talks with her and stuff. And she's she could say whatever she want, bro. I didn't say nothing about who did anything. I don't know who did nothing to this day. I don't know what's going on even. But as far as my mother being a snitch or my mother snitching, Chief Keef don't have nothing to be worried about because he know damn well he don't got nothing to do with nothing. He don't have nothing to do with nothing. I guess we were just a little rap beefing. But Shorty he ain't had his hands in that. And she just said what she felt, bro. I went on BET, said I don't gang bang, bro. I went on BET and said, Jojo died for the family. I just basically try to keep it G and not tell on myself because I know it was gonna come from a lot of heat, bro. I'm not finna go in there like, yeah, I gang bang. Yeah, But she said that, and that started the little rumor that I snitched on Chief Keef. Don't even make no sense to me, though.
Well, after the shooting happened, Chief Keef went on Twitter. He said, it's sad because Jojo wanted to be just like us, LMAO. And then like, ha 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 ha, rich N-word shit. It was a series of tweets. I know the real Brick Squad 300. I mean, he was just basically dudes, dry snitching. There was a whole bunch of tweets actually.
Hella tweets.
That's
Twitter
why I
warrior
get money,
folk.
because on the block you can't get none. Warring with broke dudes that sell nickel bags of Reg and Loud, touring while you boring, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera.
All that good stuff.
Well, how'd you feel when you saw those tweets?
Them the ops, bro. Same way they feel when we say we smoking J Money and we rolling up the new. That's just a Chicago thing, man. So it makes me pissed. Just like it makes them pissed. That's why we do it, because it's a way to really get to somebody. Like me though, it wasn't really bothering me because he was blowing up at the time, and this was his biggest competition. This was his biggest threat. Like Shorty was very, very, very had a lot of potential, bro. So seeing that stuff, like they just hating, just hating.
Well, after those series of tweets, he went back on Twitter and he started really having a different tone. He said, man, I've been thinking about the Chicago street shit a lot. My prayers go out to JoJo's family.
I ain't never seen that.
You never seen it?
I ain't never seen that.
There it is.
That's why I'm saying, like, I don't really know that dude. I seen that dude in the county. That dude know what's up with me.
Well, I mean, there's more. He said, I didn't know him.
That's not even verified though, fool.
Well, this was back then.
Before then?
This was before then. I mean, this is actually him. I mean, because we reported on it. Said I didn't know him, but he young, just like me. I can assure everyone that I had nothing to do with this tragedy, though my Twitter account was hacked.
That just cover up, fool, for the police. You know what's going on.
Since I was put in a messed up spot, I think that I finna sign off this Twitter shit for a while, at least until my album drops. Mm-hmm. And yeah, that's it. So he went back and kind of, I guess, tried to do some damage control.
Man, that ain't real. He's still dissing right now.
Seeing those new tweets really doesn't make you feel any different about it.
It's because I know, bro. Like, because I'm from Chicago, like, I know. You probably look it up yourself. Look up dude dissing JoJo recently. You can just go to upload that. It happens, bro. They not gonna never stop dissing little folks, bro, because he legendary. It's been 5 years, bro. You know it's still going on right now. His name buzzing still. You got Kolak mentioning him. You got Lil TK mentioning him. T Grizzly. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
These dudes not even from nowhere near us. This dude been dead 5 years, bro. What you thinking about Lil Fool for? But that goes to show the impact. His name is very, very relevant right now.
Well, the area became known as JoJo's World.
Yeah.
Which I'm sure makes you feel, a certain level of pride.
It's universe, fool.
Now you went up on, what is this, Instagram or Twitter? I guess Twitter. And you said, even the ops know the motherfucker who took my bro ain't walking on this earth no more. Essentially saying the person who killed JoJo ain't around no more. No comment. It is what it is. I mean, it's an ugly cycle, man. It's an ugly cycle, and I talked to a lot of artists from Chicago. You know, I've interviewed artists and they get killed a few days later.
Man, wow, huh?
You know what I'm saying? Like
Wow,
what was Chief Keef's man's name who I interviewed?
Who, Glow? I mean, Big Glow.
Big Glow.
Big Glow is GD too. That's crazy, huh?
Yeah, I interviewed Big Glow. Then literally like 2 days later, he was murdered.
But you know how? Or why?
No.
Well, we'll chop it up. The streets is the streets, fool. That GD shit is real, very extremely real, bro. Some people don't honor it, don't get me wrong. There's some people who don't honor it. I don't got nothing to do with that shit. But it's getting so sticky where you got no choice. You gotta pick a side. So either you 300 or you JoJo World in Chicago right now, and that's a fact. And it's still to this day. Not that you is, but you rock. You gonna have to rock with one another. That's why you see like Swervo, like I talked to Herbo on Facebook, he cool as hell. Scared to come around me though. Not scared to come around, I ain't gonna say he's scared to come around me. It ain't gonna be right if he come around me. You know what I'm saying? Cabo from his hood. You know, he fuck with them. So bad as he wanna hang, we can hang, smoke weed, play 2K, be regular young men. That'd be raw. But we can't. We can't only talk on Facebook.
I mean, when you look at all the losses though on both sides, I mean, you have kids? No. But you plan on having kids at one point.
Yeah, want some kid.
You know, like I talk to a lot of artists who have kids who have to move their kids out there, you know, out the city, out the area. You know, remember there was that one video about with the dude walking like his daughter, and the guy pulled up on him, said, "Oh, you lucky with your baby right now, or else, you know,
you
I'm
gave
gonna
him a
let you
pass
have
and
it.
shit.
Yeah, I'm gonna give you a pass on this." It's ugly, and every few months we put out a story about how Chicago hits another record high of shootings. You know, every 4th of July it gets worse and worse. Every Memorial Day weekend, there's a massive string of shootings, a massive string of killings. You know, you lost your brother, but I'm sure you lost a lot of other people too.
Man, crazy. It started before him, bro. Like, first person I lost was my cousin, Lil Fred. We was like 13. A hype killed him in front of the liquor store. He was 13 years old. Now, why that, okay, that's one thing, but why it was so crazy upon me, the way I found out, my cousin wrote me on MySpace and said, "Look at this." He sent me the surveillance video, bro. I'm young as hell watching this shit. The surveillance video of like the hype standing over him, like nailing him, you know what I'm saying? Nailing him, boom, 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 boom. I'm like, damn. Then like after that, my auntie got killed while she was pregnant. She got shot in her face. Her baby daddy shot her in her face while she was pregnant. The baby lived.
The baby lived, and she died?
Yeah, she died.
Oh, so they delivered the baby?
And she went in the helicopter.
Oh, wow.
I remember that was New Year's Eve. We was all in the hospital and shit. I remember they said, "Baby Jenny here," but you know, Jenny passed. Then like, man, very close after that, her brother, which is still Chino, I got these wings, he get killed. It happened, bro. And the death is it's to the point where I'm damn near getting cold when people die now. Do you know what I'm saying?
So you go to JoJo's funeral, and then you get arrested right afterwards.
From the bird.
For what?
Gun.
Okay, was that from the music video?
Nah, that's where I just came home from.
Okay, that's something. Okay, so you get arrested for a gun charge at JoJo's funeral. How long do you end up doing?
I was in that bitch for like 2 days.
Okay.
It was me and Billy. I got like 2 days, then I went to bail Billy out like 2 days after that. So he was in there for like 4 days. That's why we so cool, bro. We done been through a lot. As far as rapper-wise and stuff, me and Billy done been through a lot.
Okay, so you get out, and then there's a situation with the music video.
Yeah, that was real recently. You talking about when I went to jail?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was 2015. 2014, doing music, got booked for a feature in Milwaukee. Go up there, do the feature. They say, "Yo, we give you X amount, we shoot the video tonight." I said, "Let's get it." Got a director in a tattoo shop. Dude come in with 2 guns, bro. I done seen guns a lot, you know, light guns. Messing with the guns. The director say, "Sit here, hold the gun, lay the gun against the wall," you know, director stuff. Man, like 8 months later, I got indicted on that by the feds.
For the music video.
Feds indicted me on the music video. I thought it was a joke. When they didn't invite me, they said they indicted me on possession of 2 like crazy automatic weapons or whatever. I'm like, that shit ain't real. I ain't get caught with nothing, you know. Going to court, feds a little different. Like ain't no bond court, ain't no arraignment, nothing like that. When you go to your first court date, your background from the beginning of ever, my shit was like 8 years old, is right there. Your whole discovery is right there. So you either pleading guilty or not guilty, and if you plead not guilty, you get a trial date. You know what I'm saying? That was crazy, and that's because the dudes who hired me, they testified basically validating that was me who was in that video holding a real gun with live ammunition in it.
So police didn't even catch you with the gun?
Nah.
It was just a video with people snitching on you, basically.
It's a music video with guns, but like this the thing. It's crazy that I was the one out of all everybody rapping, bro, to go down for having guns in your video.
And how long did you get?
I did 1 year and 5 months.
Okay.
They gave me 1 year and 8 months. You get three months good time.
Okay. You were in the feds?
Yeah. I was in the feds. But doing that, man, the feds changed me too, like for better, you know what I'm saying? It let me, it was like it was a time I don't like, bro. And it was an important time in my life too. 21.
Huh.
I got a chance to sit back and see what I was doing. And now, being home 1 year, I ain't been in no police trouble, no violations. It just helped me get a little bit of my sanity back for real, fool.
Well, you said that Jojo was the only person that could have ended the war in Chicago.
Right now, because he started it.
He started it?
He made it how it's busting like now.
So you felt that Jojo, with that song BDK, started the war in Chicago?
He started the biggest war in Chicago, the one that matters. It's a lot of wars going on. The one that matters, the one, and it's not like, I'm not saying like it's a good thing, you know what I'm saying? Or like, it's just legendary, fool. To be honest, I think this will go bigger than Pac and Biggie.
Well, a lot more people have died.
Man, it's not done though. That's what I'm saying. This is gonna be bigger than Pac and Biggie. This gonna be the biggest rap rivalry ever. Probably nothing after this will come bigger, because how can you get bigger than this? You can't.
Do you still stay in Chicago or no?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you feel safe in Chicago?
It's the way I move. You ain't never safe, because it's all about timing.
Okay.
You know? It's about how you move.
I mean, there's a certain level of luck involved with it. I mean,
Sure.
you can say that you always move a certain type of way, but I mean, didn't FBG Duck's brother just get killed recently?
Yeah, Brick was cool as hell.
You know what I'm saying? You got dudes who are known as thorough dudes, and this type of tragedy happens anyways. You never think to just move out?
I want to move out so bad, fool. I ain't rich. Let me ask you something.
Okay.
We've been rapping for a long time, bro. Hella views, followers, checks. Maybe you could help me figure out why it took so long for you to come check on me or like meet me. You know what I'm saying? This movement been around, bro. We been rapping like, now it's to the point where we like OGs in the rap game in Chicago. We old heads. You know what I'm saying? Young dudes going crazy now. But I was trying to figure out, like, you know, I never even been on World Star, fool. We did a video that did 200,000 views in one night, fool. Me, Dex, Rico, Fly Shine. 20 views, 20,000 one night. We still ain't on World Star. Now Vlad TV, you know, Say Cheese, fool. But we doing more numbers than a lot of people, bro. I want to ask you honestly, bro, do you know why it's like that?
I mean, sometimes it's a communication thing. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, I'm not quite sure how you and I linked up. I don't know whether you reached out or we reached out or whatever, but sometimes it's, you know, kind of the luck of the draw.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And I mean, at the end of the day, you guys are still somewhat underground rappers. You know what I mean? It's like, it's not like you guys have the #1 song in every market and every radio station want to fuck with y'all. A lot of times it's having your team together, having your management, having your publicist, you know, and communicating. I'm sure
Maybe that's what it is, huh?
You know, I'm sure Say Cheese, Say Cheese and World Star, whatever, want to fuck with you, but they may just not be in contact with you.
I guess I was just asking, like, okay, let's take it back 3 years. A lot of dudes wasn't popping right now. Who popping right now?
Yeah.
We was popping then. So like, like damn, bro. I'm trying to figure out how we just left in the shadows. And you said probably because of team, huh? Lack of a team, huh? We gotta reach out to these people too. So like this for the homies who watching right now, you know? I'm blessed to be on Vlad TV right now. We gotta step it up as far as teams, huh?
100%.
Right.
Because you don't see any successful people, period, that got there by themselves. I have a team. I got an assistant. I got video editors. I got writers. You know what I mean? My team's about 15 deep. You know what I mean? If it wasn't for my team, you and I would not be talking right now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Did you know Famous Dex?
Yeah, Dex used to be around and stuff. Dex was more hanging out with like FBG and Lil J. Like I said, we clicked up with them. So, Dex used to be on May though, yeah. I know Dex.
Okay. What do you think about his success these days?
Should I congratulate him? He's always been drippy, cool little dude, different little dude.
Definitely not a typical Chicago rapper.
Yeah,
like you know, if you were to tell me, if you were to ask me where Lil Dex is, you know, where Dex is from, you know, not knowing anything about him, Chicago would not be my first choice.
I swear.
Atlanta, maybe.
I agree with that.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he was always different, fool. Like, he always different.
You know, with the face tattoos and the style.
Used to have a chipped tooth. Or like his tooth used to be crazy. He used to have a patch, yellow hair right here. Them the days I remember in the BDK parties. We used to be bopping and shit. Back in the day though, but he was just a little bit younger than me, you know? And we was popping at the time, you know what I'm saying? So we was feeling ourselves, moving crazy.
Your relationship with Rico Reckless?
Yeah, we just not on good time right now. I don't want to speak on it too much, but I don't like when somebody trying to use Lil Bro. I know when somebody trying to use Lil Bro. I know who he was cool with. I know who he used to hang with, because I'm the only one with a car. Still to this day, bro. Still the only one who ever had a car, and I had plenty of cars, but I know what's going on, bro. So I sat back for a long time, because I don't mind nobody showing respect, bro. I don't mind that. You know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong. But you can't be screaming one thing, bro, and then hanging out with people. I just told him basically, just stop saying bro name. Do what you want. You know what I'm saying? Just stop trying to use JoJo to get further. Because if you're not going to keep it real and hang out with people who disrespect him, then I don't understand what you're even bringing them up for. If that makes sense, man.
Okay.
It's more things that go into that I really don't want to speak on. But what matters to me, it's a lot of more stuff that went on. But what matters to me is what I just explained to you. Using that JoJo shit to get ahead, that ain't cool.
What did Kodak Black say about JoJo?
He said I'm gonna be smoking on JoJo. But you know, like, it was plenty dudes from Florida who hit my DM, like, saying that's what they call Tunchi down there. Tunchi is K2. Cool. You know who JoJo is. You know the impact that you is finna make when you say this. I'm gonna be smoking on JoJo. Niggas be knowing what they saying is what I'm trying to say. Mm-hmm. Whether you meant it or not, bro.
T Grizzly said his name.
He just want to be with the shit so bad. They'll talk about somebody else.
TK used his name.
He apologized, though. I like that little dude. He's solid. He remind me of JoJo, actually.
Really?
Yeah, they real alike on folks. Now that I'm thinking about it, they very alike. So he apologized because he know that little dude legendary, you know what I'm saying? Ain't no point in dissing. I accepted the apology, shit. TK cool. Free folks.
Well, I mean, TK's in a bad spot right now. I mean, I keep hearing more and more charges associated with him. I mean, he's in for murder, and then I heard there's some other shit that they piled on top of him. That must be tough to have a hit song and really have, like, I mean, if you think about it, The Race was the most freestyled song of 2017. More people jumped on The Race than any other song.
Damn.
And you're locked up this whole time, not being able to enjoy none of that shit.
None of it, bro.
None of it. I mean, yeah, you could hear it and get hyped in your cell, you know, in the yard, but you're not really enjoying. You're not touring. You don't have no women. Like, you know what I'm saying? You don't have none of the things that come with having a song that big. It was charting too. It was like,
man, still.
It was a big song. So the two of you had a conversation or no?
Nah.
He just
I ain't
apologized?
no conversation. I was real in tune because I like the song myself. when I found out he dissed, like, damn, this shit keep happening. You know what I'm saying? I like the music, fool. Why you gotta trip out? Cause I take that part. There probably nobody else in the world could take it as personal as me when you say something about JoJo. It bothers me. You know what I'm saying? Every time, bro, I be rocking with their music, then I find out it all come from clicking up with the ops, you know what I'm saying, being around them. Yeah. All they do is this, you know what I'm saying? So it's gonna rub off.
But you know, it goes both ways. People say smoking JoJo, and then other people say smoking Tuka, and you know what I mean? And it just keeps going back and forth. It keeps building. The dissing of the dead homies shit seems to be like such a Chicago thing.
I was never with it till it happened so much. I mean, you're not about to keep shooting at me. I ain't gonna shoot back. I wasn't with it at first. Like, it's fucked up. It happened so much. I'm gonna make you mad too. Shit, you're not about to just keep making me mad.
When they say JoJo's world, what area is that exactly?
It's a universe, bro.
Right, but in Chicago though, what area?
JoJo world.
It's considered JoJo.
Man, Chicago. To be honest, like, what you wanna know? Our hood. Like, we go from 69th, from Wentworth, all the way to Houston. Okay. That's JoJo world.
That's JoJo world.
69th, you know what I'm saying? They on 64th. 69th and Normal, we be hanging right there. 64th and Normal, they right there. You know what I'm saying? 5 blocks, it's close. That's why it's so real.
Yeah. Well, you say you don't want JoJo to be remembered as negative.
I'm working on it, man. I just don't want as simple as that. I don't want him to just be negative, like, just negative. I don't think he is, though, bro, because, like, a lot of people look up to him. The following is not regular following. It's more like a cult. It's more like a family. Yeah. It's real. It's real, like, serious. So I think in itself, he just legendary. And I just don't want him just to be all negative. Like, this boy caused all these killings. Or this boy got killed.
Well, he was only 18.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a baby, man.
Little dude, too.
Yeah.
Like, I'm little, but he was little.
How tall was he?
He was probably like 5'5", 5'4" or something.
Okay.
A demon though, but he was little.
I mean, when you look at, you know, if you say that JoJo really started the war in Chicago, how could the war end?
It's gonna take some revolutionary moves, fool. To be honest with you, bro, like, to think on some positive shit. Nowadays, like, the rappers is kind of like calling it for the hood. You know what I'm saying? Whoever the biggest rapper is, they could come through the hood and like, call a shot. So if they, like, to be positive as hell, if everybody was to sit down and be like, listen, we all took enough losses, it's going to be a point where I'm going to catch you, you're going to catch me. Somebody going to die in the future, whether it be 5 years, 5 days. It's going to take some legendary moves, fools, for everybody to sit down. Like, you can't even do this over the phone because it's been tried. It's not real.
Okay, so you've had situations.
I haven't. It's been people who tried to get this shit right.
People try to get all these opposing sides on the phone together.
Nah, it's not even all opposing sides. It's a couple pieces. You only need a couple key pieces.
Okay.
Because everybody not going to be with the smarter move. Everybody not going to be with that.
I mean, I think the part of the problem is that when you looked at Chicago historically, you had like Larry Hoover, you had Jeff Fort, and these dudes would press a button and thousands of people would move. Mm-hmm. Every affiliated dude I've ever talked to in Chicago said that is not the case anymore.
Ain't no structure.
That there is a block and a group of guys, 5, 6, 7, maybe at the most. They are not going to take orders from anybody else. They do not look up to any OGs. They are not going to follow anybody's lead. They have their clique, and that's that. Now, they may be BD, they may be GD, they may be whatever.
See, we insane, so we insane GD. So that mean, like, basically, it's nothing bigger than the ass. So it's like, basically, like some independent renegade shit, kind of. You know what I'm saying? It's BDs in the hood. Like, Killer Kells, that's my man. He Brick Squad crazy. He made Lamron. You know what I'm saying? Killer Kells made that shit down there.
He's locked up right now.
Right. Killer Kells made that shit. Used to beat Shorty in them ass with the belt in the middle. Man, stop playing. He came down here, fuck with us. Became Brick Squad. He's BD as hell. He just insane BD. Does that make sense?
Kind of.
They BD as hell down there. They just BD. He insane BD, but he Brick Squad. J Real, he a Blackstone. You know what I'm saying? He Brick Squad though. He insane mode.
So you have no real,
No big homie.
hierarchy.
No hierarchy, no big homie, no organization, which probably go back to why it took this long for us to meet. We ain't got no big homie, no investor, bro. Management, none of that shit.
Right, because Larry Hoover, man, I've seen documentaries about him. Like, he literally would bring 5,000 people under him. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like Jeff Fort was a power in Chicago, and now these guys are in Supermax, and they're not
under the prison. Yeah,
under the prison.
Fool.
Exactly.
Terrible.
So ever since then, you had a level of fragmentation, and no one's gonna ultimately listen to each other.
It fell apart. Listen, I can't speak for the whole city and say there's no structure. There's probably some old heads who still got their block, you know. Cause I'm thinking now probably some old GDs gonna watch this and like, that little motherfucker talking about ain't no structure. You know what I'm saying? For y'all keeping it gutter, keep it gutter. But I'm just speaking on my situation, bro. We don't have no big homie, bro.
Right.
No. Yeah, and I know a lot of hoods is like that too. So a lot of Chicago is like that, bro. No structure. It used to be about growth and development, man. You know what I'm saying? It used to be about more than hurting people, bro. Negativity. It used to be about more than negativity, bro. But now you see where it's come to today.
Right. And the problem with a lot of these gang truces is that, you know, are you gonna be cool with the dude that killed your brother because a bunch of other people said that now there's a truce?
That's what I was thinking. Like,
you know what I'm saying? Like it goes.
But you know what?
The pain is too deep.
Thank you, man. It's deep, fool.
Yeah.
That's why it's scary. But I ain't gonna say it's impossible, bro. But it's like fucking 95% impossible because it's gonna be one dude who drank too much Hennessy that night. Okay, say we all around each other. It's gonna be that one dude who get in his feelings, bro. Like, I got this nigga right here. Fuck that shit. I'm about to off him. You know what I'm saying? I got him. He going against the whole grain. We done made an understanding. Even like some of my niggas, I'm afraid of. Like, if we was to make it happen, bro, I know one of my mans would go against what I say because of his pain. You know what I'm saying?
What role does social media play in all this?
Man, whole big. It's fuel to the fire, fool.
Right.
Because you have a platform to embarrass or disrespect on such a wide audience. So it's dangerous, fool.
What role do you think drugs play in all this?
We don't really do too many crazy drugs, fool. Like now, like I just started pop the perk. You know what I'm saying? We used to be off weed. Drugs, the pain is stronger than the drugs. No matter how many drugs you take.
Well, whenever I've talked to I mean, most people in general, but in Chicago rappers in particular, when I asked how many their homies was high when they got killed, they say all of them.
Oh, you saying as far as lacking? Or like, okay, do drugs play wrong people dying, like the people that?
If you're always on lean, you know, like I got you know, one of my best friends doesn't smoke, drink, nothing, because he started to realize that all his friends were high whenever they got killed. So he realized if he was out, you know, he was a Crip. If he was out there cripping, he realized that if I'm going to be high all the time, I'm going to end up getting killed. Because this is, you know, you're going to get caught lacking, you're not going to be, you know? And a lot of these dudes are always on lean, are always on pills. You know, the weed I'm not as concerned about, but I'm saying, like, you know, whether you're doing it to deal with the pain, whether you're doing it to just get through the day, whether you're doing it to do the things that you feel you're required to do, ultimately you're not in your right mind when you're doing these things.
Hey, that's a fact. I ain't even really think into it deep like that.
Yeah.
Probably 100% of the time people get smoked, they high.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
And maybe sometimes people could have avoided death if they went high.
Yeah.
Right?
Like when I interviewed FBG Duck, like you saw him getting more and more twisted.
Yeah,
I don't know, you saw that interview? Like he was getting more, like he was sipping the whole time. By the end of the interview, it's like he was slurred. Yeah.
They say he need a blanket. I seen the comments. They do need a blanket, man. Feel bad for him, you know, Brick, that's his brother and shit. You know what I'm saying? So when I seen them, all I said to him was, fool, like, I feel you. All I could say, like, keep your head up. We go through so much death, fool. Like, when we see each other, we just be happy to see each other. You know? Try not to, like, dwell on the dead people. We just try to kick it, have fun as much as we can. But he lost a brother now, so he feeling how I'm feeling, I'm sure.
Yeah, man, it's sad. It's sad, and you know, and like you said, like it doesn't seem like there's a real clear path to finish it all, to end it all.
Where do this go, huh? Small people die. That's what it look like.
So if Chief Keef walked in this room right now and said, listen, I'm sorry about everything that happened. I'm going to take responsibility for my part in it. And, you know, I mean, whatever that part is, you know, whether it's amping up the beef or whatever else, I apologize. You know, I want to, you know, he has kids, bunch of kids.
Big. It's big right here.
You know what I mean? And he really,
right
he really humbles himself and say, fuck all this, man. I don't want my kids to get killed.
See, like, man, to be honest, bro, the shit get deeper and deeper, bro. When I was in Chicago, bro, I've been around a few of the big BDs. They own the clubs and shit, you know what I'm saying? They be like, pull up, come holler at me, whatever. And they got love for me, bro. But they bitty at the end of the day. So, if Shorty was to walk in and say all that shit, like I said, we not really into it with him, bro. He just said a lot of disrespectful shit. So as a man, it's gonna be hard. But if that dude come in and say all that, we probably would be good. Now his friends, bro, I can't never be cool with them. I can't. He come in and say all that, I'm going for his neck, fool. Any of them other dudes from over there, I'm going. But Shorty walked through like on that tip. I guess it's just like, man, I guess he just not from where I'm really into it with, so.
I mean, have you ever heard the term an eye for an eye leaves the whole world blind? You know, like if the cycle keeps continuing, you're gonna take more losses, they're gonna take more losses.
And then like, you know what? I be thinking like nobody would look like the bitch right now because we done lost all hella people.
Yeah.
Nobody want to look like the bitch. That's what it is. Nobody want to be the peacemaker. You seen who try to be a peacemaker. Corn. Nobody want to fail, bro. Just fail on that shit because it's such a hard task, bro. It's extremely hard task. But it's some people who I don't like, who I don't hate. Yeah, let's say it like that. It's some people who I don't like, who I don't hate, and it's some people who I hate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the people that you hate, if they humble themselves, you know, cause you reach. I mean, how old are you right now?
23.
You're 23, right? I'm a lot older than 23. At 23, I felt a lot differently than I do now. You know, you start growing up. You start having more things to lose. You know, you start building a family. You start doing a bunch of shit. You start building up a certain amount, and you don't want to see it all go away the blink of an eye. You know what I mean? You start moving differently. You start dealing with people differently. And, you know, as the war continues and as the distance continues and after the hate continues and everything else like that, you just kind of start getting tired of going through the cycle of it all over again because the cycle doesn't go anywhere. You know what I mean? So one of theirs gets taken out. Does it really make you feel better? Does it really bring your brother back?
Nope. It's just a score, man. It's just a score in the crazy world that we live in. That's the game to us.
Right.
It's fucked up. It's niggas right now sliding, bro. Trying to score.
Yeah. You know, you're fighting for blocks you don't really own.
It ain't even about the block no more, bro.
You know, no one's really getting rich off of it.
Nobody.
You know? I mean, Chief Keef is a bit of a breakout from this shit, but he don't even...
Musically, though.
Musically.
He good at music.
He's good at music. You know what I'm saying? And he brought a lot of light to Chicago, you know. Whether you like him or not, you can't deny that part.
I ain't no hater, yeah.
Yeah. You know, but he's staying like Calabasas, like, you know, where I stay. You know, he doesn't go back to Chicago. But ultimately, like, it doesn't
go nowhere.
It doesn't go nowhere. It just doesn't go nowhere. And all it really does is hurt more people, have more mothers crying. You know, when you have kids, you're going to understand, like, you're going to look at things a little bit differently. You know, because everyone I've talked to, the worst thing that could possibly happen is for a parent to lose their child.
Yeah.
You know?
Your child beating you in death. It's not right.
How did your dad react when JoJo got killed?
Man, dude, I don't know.
You don't know?
I wish I did, bro. I know actually. You wanna know how? When I was in the joint, Big G came, he got transferred. He was sitting across from the table from me at the child hall. It's like my 5th or 6th day there. Staring at me, you know what I'm saying? So I'm thinking like, let's go. You know what I'm saying? What's up? What's up, bro? You know me or something? I asked him like that. He said, it's nothing like that, little man. You probably think I'm on that because I'm staring at you, but you just look like somebody I know. I said, where you came from? He said, I came from Fort Dix. That's where my pops was at. I said, oh, shit. I said, you know a nigga named JB over there, fool? And nigga just started smiling ear to ear. Like, bro, that's your daddy? I said, yeah. So, on the yard one day, me and Mark was hitting a couple laps. He like, I love you, fool, because I know what's going on. Like, closer than you think. I said, why you say that? He said, that day that shit happened, you know, I was your dad, chief of security over there. He's the chief of security for my pops over there. So, he like, nigga, the day that happened, nigga, I came in the cell, you feel me? And he said, pops was just doming. Nigga don't even blow like that.
What does that mean, doming?
Just smoking back to back. He don't even move like that. So he like, G, what's up? You know what I'm saying? He just said, my pop's bald. So he just said, my pop just rubbing his head a lot, like they took my shorty, like. See, but I wasn't even talking on the phone with him or nothing during that time, like, because I was going through my own shit. And what we gonna talk on the phone about? You know what I'm saying? So I didn't even really realize how much I didn't even care what he was going through at the time, because he in jail. It's just like everybody being out of sight, out of mind. Nobody cares about the people who in jail. But I'm sure that fucked him up, bro. Only story I know is he just sitting in his room smoking Halloween, like, rubbing his head, pacing and shit. That's all he could say.
You've never had a conversation with your dad
about JoJo dad?
About losing his son?
Nah. Nope. I don't talk a lot about it, fool. I'm talking to you a lot right now.
Yeah.
I don't talk about this shit like that. People always want to ask me crazy stuff, you know?
Yeah.
It just tough for me to talk about.
It'd be nice to report on a story, how everything's coming together, how the violence stopped for a certain amount of time, and how motherfuckers
Possible, fool.
Got it, you know.
It's some moves being made out there, I ain't gonna lie, right now. It's a lot of against the violence movements. Like stop killing your brother movements. And it's getting better and better because rappers are starting to become active in the community. Like I was saying before, right now, they look up to us so much. We got YouTube views, you know, rapping, music. You come through the hood, it's like, oh, shit. Now you tell somebody, like, yo, chill out. They gonna listen to you because this simple fact that you talking to them, you taking the time to speak to them. So now rappers is getting more involved in the stop the violence stuff. So in the future, I ain't gonna say it's gonna stop. It's gonna get better.
Well, I mean, Chicago got what I feel is the biggest independent scene in the country. There are more independent artists out of Chicago who are getting 1 million views, 2 million views consistently than anywhere. And I'm talking about that includes Atlanta. It
Used to be Atlanta though. It's like just the new Atlanta.
It's bigger than Atlanta.
Yeah.
I mean, Atlanta probably has bigger artists as a whole.
It was I'm saying it was a point of time where Atlanta was kind of like how Chicago buzzing right now.
Yeah.
A lot of people coming out of Atlanta.
Yeah. But Chicago, like there's so many artists out of Chicago that have a real serious following that are consistently getting those types of views. And it's just a lot of opportunity. But then with that comes all the bullshit. You know, sometimes they're getting all the views because they're banging on the songs.
Controversy.
You know what I'm saying? And like people chime in and try to live vicariously through that shit and everything else like that. And I think a lot of people feel like, well, to get popping, I'm gonna go and diss.
Yeah.
You know?
Kind of like it used to be like you gotta make a dance to get on. Remember that?
Yeah.
You ain't gonna get on unless you make a dance.
Right.
Now you ain't gonna get on unless you diss. You gotta create some kind of controversy, buzz.
Yeah.
That's what the world into.
This is why Famous Dex is a bit of an anomaly from Chicago. Because he got on without really dissing anybody, without really any gang shit. You know, even though I guess, you know, he was affiliated before, but he didn't get on that platform.
It's the way he talk. He say the same thing we say. Bust the Glock 30. It's just the way he's rap. You feel me? He don't really diss though. Like,
Yeah,
I
that's
understand
what
what
I'm
you're
saying.
saying.
Yeah.
He not really gang banging.
Yeah, that's
which
what
is
I'm
cool.
saying.
Yeah.
He's more, more of that rich the kid kind of.
Yeah, he doing good, man.
Yeah.
I want him to keep going that way. No gang banging.
Exactly. Exactly. I mean, do you see yourself ever just putting aside
I
altogether?
don't gang. I ain't no just active gang banger. I ain't about to run out here. When I was young, BDK, you going crazy. Now, bro, I done been to prison like I told you. I move way different, bro. That's the reason I ain't been in trouble. No violation of that. Like, I'm grown. I feel like I'm a grown man now. Shit I've been through is what made me what I am today. I can't go out here and expect anything just because of my brother. Like, I just came home on some, man, stay out the way. You know what I'm saying? Do music and shit. Try to stay positive, fool. Stay alive, fool. Am I bitching up? Am I not gangbanging no more? I'm brisk out till I die. You feel me? It's what it is. Am I out here going crazy like I used to? Nah. I'm past. I'm grown now.
Well, that's what it is. Well, Swagg Dinero, man, appreciate you coming in. Appreciate you sharing your story. I know it must have been difficult talking about some of this stuff.
Yeah.
But,
Cool, let the world know, though, you know?
Yeah, man. I mean, I'm sure you could look and see the impact that JoJo has made at only 18 years old.
Man, funeral was crazy, bro. Funeral service was wild.
Really?
Probably the wildest funeral service in the... Look it up. Look up JoJo funeral. We was in the parking lot on top of cars, BDK, whole parking lot full, bro. That's why I say, like, this little dude... I don't know, man. Like I said, this is gonna be the biggest rap phenomenon ever.
Wait,
JoJo.
Did Derrick Rose pay for the funeral?
Yeah,
That's true.
it's true.
Aha.
Very solid dude.
Right, because I'm looking at this piece of footage that says allegedly, but there's no allegedly about it.
Yeah, it's a fact.
Did you
Shout out
guys-
to D Rose.
Did you guys know Derrick Rose? No. He just felt a level of
D
responsibility.
Rose real, man. You know, he's an NBA player, professional, so I can't really. D Rose real, man. Shout out to D Rose, bro.
Do you know
Without
how
him, we wouldn't have nothing.
Do you know how much he put up?
Nah, I don't know no exact numbers.
But he paid for the whole funeral.
It's a fact. Pull up with the. He didn't even pull up with the check. He had somebody pull up with the check, but
How'd you feel when that happened?
he met up with Robin. How'd I feel when that happened? I thought it was like rawest thing in the world, fool. How he know we needed help? You know what I'm saying? Well, it's not pretty hard. Probably not pretty hard to figure that out, but he ain't even have to do that, bro. Like, a lot of people don't know that, though. That's crazy you said that. I damn near forgot about that. And shout out D Rose. I owe you some bread when I get on.
Yeah, I mean, D Rose, Chicago. I heard he owns, a couple pizzerias and some other shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, if he wasn't injuring himself quite so much, he'd be one of the greats right now.
That's Ogden Park finest pool, man.
Yeah. That's dope, man. So D Rose paid for that funeral. Well,
Yeah, D Rose, man, real cool. Solid dude for that, man.
Yeah.
Really blessed us, for real. So thank you, D Rose. I ain't never got a chance to say that, like, all the way.
well he's going to hear this. Trust me. He's going to hear it. Well, that's what it is. All right, man. Well, listen, Swagg Dinero, man, I appreciate you coming in and saying what you said, man. And I hope, at some point it does get worked out. I hope at some point this war that's been happening for way too long, that's really hurt way too many people, because somehow get worked out, and as the next generations come in and so forth. But, I think you're right. I think someone has to come in a leadership position.
Somebody gotta take charge, man.
Like a Hoover or a Jeff Fort or someone of that sort.
It's gonna have to be somebody just with a lot of who got respect, bro. Who people will listen to.
Yeah.
It's some people who try, but I ain't gonna say they ain't respected, but we just don't respect you enough to listen to you, fool. You don't even got nothing to do with what's going on.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Was there ever like a ceasefire that held on for a certain amount of time?
It was never a ceasefire. It was never like a it was negotiations, bro. Like, it was one sit down that kind of went nowhere.
Why did it go nowhere?
The pain. I know what it is. on my end, it was like some. On their end, it was like some. And they wasn't even me. Like we finna all be cool, everybody. It was just like one of the OG rappers from Chicago. Like meet me here. This how happened for real. Meet me here. Holla at you. I pull up. It's apple across the table. You feel me? I ain't got no jock on me or nothing. I'm like, fool, what the fuck you on? Man, shorty, this woo. I'm like, man, I don't know. The way y'all set this up is crazy. You know what I'm saying? I gotta leave 10 minutes earlier. Like, what y'all got going on? But like, that shit just went nowhere, fool. It sounded like everybody wanted to progress. It's just all about the future. Like, I don't got no kids, so I know some people with kids think about that. I know people think about their loved ones. Because sometimes you can't find somebody to go after their loved ones.
Yeah.
I think about that myself.
Right, because
I just don't want to trick myself into thinking something could happen when it is going to eventually cave through.
Right, because you say you never talked to your dad
About the situation.
about JoJo passing, but you were around JoJo's mom when it was happening.
Yeah,
Like how bad was it for her?
Shit, bro, that ruined her. What you mean?
Yeah.
All us, bro. Like, I think it hammers the way that it's so iconic. It make it worse. But if you knew JoJo, fool, just his energy, like his presence, it's crazy if JoJo was dead. You feel me? Like he dead. So that's her first son too. You know what I'm saying? That's her first son. Like, you know. Shit, she just cried a lot, fool. Cry. And shit, man. She got that nigga all over the crib and shit. I mean, I just see it in her face. She in pain too. We all shit struggling, fool. Yeah. His grandma though, like that's who really. Grandma Russell. Shout out to Grandma Russell. Grandma Russell's white.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Okay.
And Grandma Russell is the OG. Grandma Russell always been around.
Okay, and that's
Robin's mom.
okay. His mother's mother. Okay.
Grandma Russell, this is who be standing on the porch, Jojo, like the whole hood know her. You know what I'm saying? She's the strongest, bro. She the strongest, man. Like, she just always trying to motivate me. Like, man, you gotta let that go. You gotta be better. Like when I be around her and stuff, she just come rub my head. Like if I be sleep over there or something, you'll be okay. Like she be knowing, you know what I'm saying? She the OG. But everybody, man, miss him. And shit, you just gotta keep being strong, fool.
It sounds like you're still hurting from it, you know, and it's probably something that's never really gonna go away. But you know, maybe talking about it a little bit, you know, helps out a little bit, you know. So appreciate you coming in, man, and best of luck. What do you got coming up music-wise?
It was a pleasure, man. I gotta stop playing 3 coming out soon. Don Dinero. I've been doing rap in Spanish now.
So you speak Spanish?
Yeah, I'm fluent. It's my first language.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, because you had a Spanish drill tape, I guess, at one point?
Yeah, Don Dinero. It's coming out. I'm probably gonna drop it probably like around New Year's.
Okay.
It's damn near done.
Is your dad Spanish?
No, my mom's Spanish.
Your mom's Spanish, okay.
Dad black. So I'm gonna drop Don Dinero and try to see what that do. I got some like crazy like reggaeton on there. You know what I'm saying? Rap, reggaeton, and it sound good because I'm fluent and I'm black. So when I start shooting these videos, we gonna see where that go. But other than that, on the English tip, I gotta stop playing 3 coming soon. And I've just been working, bro.